Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Detroit Tigers.
Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray.
Designated hitter, Thomas Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. And that retires the side. Wyatt McClory come on. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 final score. So the Bronx Bombers used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Luis Severino. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Detroit Tigers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Tampa Bay Rays.
So digging in now, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gray.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schimpf brings it in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hard liner to center field. Kiermaier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Three to 1 the final score this afternoon. The Tampa Bay Rays led this game from the Stepping in, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Thomas Gray.
Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Right side, but it's well fouled. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And again, a throw over. And he'll dive back in. Runners on first with one down. And yet another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw. Runner back safely. The 3-1. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away. Striding into the box, James McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pickoff move to second. A dive, but he's back. Gray on second. Zimmer at first. One gone. And the runner's breaking for third. And a step off. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Digging in, Leonis Martin. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Runner breaks for third, and he'll step off. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Holmenter pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Cuthbert, the runner at second with one away. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so...
Now at the plate, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Thomas Gray.
Hit out towards second. Spangenberg is there. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Gray.
First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Spangenberg. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Tigers get just. Wyatt McClory will come on. 6-3, the final score today. The Yanks rode an important sixth inning to victory. Digging in now, Thomas Gray. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Third baseman.
Stepping into the box, Cheslor Cuthbert. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now he'll step off, but he'll just play a little cat and mouse as he looks him back. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Gray on at first, nobody out. On the move again from first. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Shortstop, Jose Altuve.
Down the first baseline. Freeman is up with it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Popped up. Camargo is calling for it. He's got it one away. At the plate, Bradley Zimmer. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the one.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Striding in once again, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Fly ball right down the line in left. Sosa is after it, and they can't run it down. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation. But at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
Rickard is there, and he puts this one away for the third. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Popped him up. Gray ranging into the outfield, and that's the third out. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. So striding forward now, Kurt Suzuki reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Ready once again, Thomas Gray. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Gray.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 3-2 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Tigers get 1 here on. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Thomas Gray, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Gray.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Alexi Amarista will look for some two-out magic here.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Settling in now, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Gray.
A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit. So the two-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Bradley Zimmer.
Runner goes for second and a step off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And stepping in, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up.
Thomas Gray.
From the stretch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, John Hicks. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Here's Leonis Martin, his lifetime line against Velasquez. He's hitless in 6 tries. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Valenzuela. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Now in the box, Neil Walker. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Walker.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Standing in, Thomas Gray, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Gray.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Eduardo Nunez coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. It's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. Here it comes on 0-2. Third, this could be 2. 1 there. On to Cabrera, and it's a double play. Alexi Amarista will come on to pinch hit here. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
For the Tigers, 6 runs on 14 hits. 2 errors. They left 19 runners on base.
Stepping up to the plate, Thomas Gray, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Mascara. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 0-1. Double play ball to second. 4. Altuve for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. Next up for Detroit, Thomas Gray, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 6-3 contest. The tag, and he is ready for another shot now. Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sosa sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler.
Here's the 0-1. Weakly to the left. Cuthbert gloves it. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Stepping in for the Braves, Julio Teheran. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-2. On the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that.
Now batting, catcher, Joey Ricker.
Toward second. Gray gloves it. And there's out number 2. Alexi Amarista will move into the on-deck. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Atlanta Braves. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Detroit Tigers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the 2 men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Thomas Gray, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Pulled toward right center field. Buxton giving chase, and that's the first out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Gray.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. The 2-2 pitch, and he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Striding forward now is the DH, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Now batting, Thomas Gray. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Bradley Zimmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Cabrera at second. Gray is over at first with 1 away. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's set. Here's the 3-0 to the right side and through, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit back up the middle. Dozier has it to second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. A key pitch there with the bases loaded. It winds up stranding the potential tying run at second, and this ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. Minnesota posted a 3-run first to propel them to the afternoon. Next for the Tigers, Thomas Gray, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. A chance here for Dozier at second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Into the box now, Thomas Gray comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Meyer on the move. 1 down. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Now a hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay, and that's out number one.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now batting, designated hitter, Thomas Gray.
First offering on its way. Right side, but it's well fouled. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Line towards center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Tigers took the lead in the 4th. Afternoon baseball. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Buxton is going to get there, and that's the 3rd out. So stepping in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Thomas Gray.
Hard hit ball to second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
He's set, and the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Minnesota. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Last year was a nightmare for this guy. 20 losses on the season. And it'll be interesting to see how much patience the organization has with him, because he needs to pitch a lot better than he did last season, and it's going to be real important that he gets off to a good start, and hopefully that begins in this one today.
Thomas Gray.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit as the run will come in from third, and the Tigers have drawn first blood here.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
At the plate, Bradley Zimmer, and the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here.
Bradley Zimmer.
Looking to minimize the damage here. This is line to left. Gardner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Thomas Gray. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Gray.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Bauer gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
After it is Gardner. He's got it one away. Now to the plate, Thomas Gray, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Swing hard liner to left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second, and he's going to make it there barely as he's into second base with a double. Digging in, Bradley Zimmer.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not trying.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. So coming to the plate, John Hicks, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Digging in to try it again, Leonis Martin, runner in scoring position with two guns. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 10-2 the final in this game. The Indians took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Trevor Bauer earns his first win of the season. Tuesday night baseball now from the home. At the plate, Thomas Gray, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Cabrera is on his way home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Ready now, Bradley Zimmer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? He's set. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So striding in, Thomas Gray. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Up next for the Tigers.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. And he is in there. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Ready with the 2-2. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Stepping into the box, Leonis Martin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And the runner's coming home. Now he'll step off. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. He's set, and a 3-0 offering. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up. Digging in and looking for more, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Tribe came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. We're just a few. Striding in, Thomas Gray. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And into left field for a 1-out hit. He'll get it into second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Into the box, Thomas Gray, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double. So digging in now, Thomas Gray, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Throw won't get him.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Detroit Tigers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win.